Hey there everyone, that sexy nerd is back again, and we're watching Death Battle. What is it? Tom versus Wilee Coyote. I'm rooting for Tom the whole way through. I'm just letting you know right now. He probably won't win because I feel like Wilee Coyote might be a little bit more durable because in all technicality, Tom has died in some of his cartoons. He's gone up to heaven, and the canonicity might be weird, but I don't think I remember ever seeing Wilee Coyote die. Maybe once or twice, but I don't know, like just for a joke. It really depends, though, right? I mean, there's no blood in either of these things, and honestly, can you defeat either one of them? Can they really go away? They seem like immortal beings set for eternal punishment. You know, like the Cenobites from Hellraiser. Imagine Tom with Pinhead's design. He's like, open the box. Wait, why are you talking? Open the box. That would actually be really funny. It's like Jerry is the fat one. No, Jerry's the one who opened the box. You open the box. And it's just all the other Cenobites are all Tom's gang friends that always come by, the Black Cat and the Alley Cats and all that stuff. And for some reason in the movie they were like, you talking bad about me? I'm like, why do you sound like the people I grew up with? But whatever. Yeah, I feel like Wilee Coyote might have the edge here, but that's what this is all for. I haven't watched Looney Tunes in so long. I mean, I'm still good with Tom and Jerry, but a Wilee Coyote cartoon, hell no. But it'll be nice to go over this, and why don't we just get into it? And remember, please smash that like button if you want to see more sexy and nerdy content, and subscribe if you think I deserve it. And remember, sign up for my Patreon for all my latest reactions to all my latest videos. And let's do this thing, y'all.
Wilee Coyote, the fastest and furriestest of the Looney Tunes.
Tomcat, the powerhouse pussycat from Tom and Jerry.
The fans voted for it, and we're here to deliver.
I would imagine they did.
Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle.
Imagine this another draw.
In tales told over a shimmering campfire by the tribes people of North America, there was no figure so cunning, so bold
as
Coyote. To the Miwok, he was a Prometheus who stole fire from the heavens to give to humanity.
Really?
To the Sowetmuk, he was a foolish trickster who could die and return to life.
And to the brothers Warner, he's just a poor dumb schmuck who can't catch a break.
Nope.
To this day, the Great Coyote stalks the American Southwest, hunting his indefatigable prey, the Roadrunner. And this Wilee Coyote is driven by a ruthless entrepreneurial spirit.
Yeah, and it drove him straight off a cliff. He'll chase that
many
bird
times.
shaped happily ever after to his own inevitable doing. Such is the lot of the common man.
Oh my God.
Anthropomorphic. Wilee was born the son of world-famous hunter Cage E. Coyote. His father raised him from infancy to hound his avian adversary.
Like, didn't you ever watch Family Guy? He still has coupons at his old store. What's the holdup in here? I'm taking care of it.
And forbade him to speak until he tasted victory.
What?
On the face, an easy task. Coyotes are incredibly adaptable predators, capable of hunting in both rural and urban environments.
They're also speedy little demons. They can sprint at up to 43 miles per hour. Though that's cold comfort when that blue meeping bastard can make beams of light look stone still, or outrun a car that was moving fast enough to travel through time.
Something's wrong with him.
It's incredible that Wilee manages to
catch up with him.
Keep up with his prey at all. But he does.
No, really, it's actually stated that only a, quote, tiny little extra burst of speed separates the Coyote and the Roadrunner. Heck,
really?
He himself needed to take super speed supplements in order to move fast enough to outrun Wilee.
But almost as fast isn't fast enough. Fortunately, Wilee's got an endless assortment of gadgets, gizmos, and reams of blueprints to make up the difference.
He's got your classic
I always love these
anvils and spring-loaded boxing gloves, along with heavier artillery like heat-seeking missiles.
What the hell?
Billion-volt electromagnet and a friggin' trebuchet.
Well,
favorite, many of which he invented himself and uses in excruciatingly detailed schemes.
Okay, first of all, I know they said they forbade him to speak, but I know, and there's that cartoon right there. He was speaking right there. So what exactly are you talking about? He's never won.
That inevitably go awry. Despite being a self-described super genius, Wilee has an officially
the other side.
IQ of 3.
That's
Well,
the same IQ as a cactus.
Okay, the test results were fake, but he's still an idiot.
So why not let a soulless corporation do the
Acme.
hard work for him?
Acme sells any product that you can imagine, and Wilee is their most devoted customer.
I imagine he is.
Up to 99% of its multi-billion-dollar revenue.
They got the
What?
inherited wealth, Pops. Oh, don't worry, I'm spending it all in one place.
He's got an Acme Book of Magic, Acme Clone-O-Matic, Acme Death Ray, Acme City in a Box, Acme Universal Remote, which can pause, fast forward, and rewind a person through time.
You could
Too bad
sell
half
this
the
shit.
stuff Wilee uses is intentionally sabotaged because Acme's board of directors is exclusively Roadrunners.
Oh.
He cannot catch a break, but he
Nope.
sure can take some punishment.
No matter the severity of his failures, Wilee is still a toon and can bounce back from just about anything.
He's been
Serious.
sliced, stabbed, squashed, exploded, melted, blasted into a constellation, and overall
What?
burned for the last 87 years straight without ever actually dying. He once
Yeah.
got fully disintegrated into ash and popped back up like it was nothing.
That's
Similar
what I'm
to the
saying.
immortal Coyote of Sewetmuk legend.
He's also shattered the fourth wall tons of times and even left the comic page entirely to catch the Roadrunner. Yeah, so close.
Did
Believe
it
it or
work?
not, there is actually a biological reason for these abilities. Loony DNA.
What?
Every toon's got
Oh.
it, not just the loony ones. And it's what lets them survive fatal damage up to being fully erased off the page.
What?
Essentially dictating their personal slice of reality to whatever is funny.
Like how gravity only affects the Coyote when he looks down.
Toons are immune to the laws of
Technically,
physics.
Disney came up with
Know
that.
That's why Wilee developed a counter to this immortality, the Loony DNA Dissolver.
Huh?
Makes Toons vulnerable to fatal wounds the same way we are. Yet again, so close. You can't say he hasn't tried everything.
It was Wilee's experience as a veteran toon that landed
Whoa.
him a job at Acme University as department chair of the School of Hard
they
Knocks,
redo this?
teaching up-and-coming tiny toons
wanna see that.
how to use their abilities.
Okay, so Naruto.
And just like Naruto's jutsus, Toon Force works like an actual power system, with more experienced toons like Wilee who are more powerful than their
Yeah, the originals.
And that means Wilee should be capable of replicating feats and abilities performed by any
What
other Looney Tunes.
the hell?
Traveling between different mediums or altering the plot of the cartoon he's in.
And my favorite was the time Plucky Duck used Marvin the Martian's matter transmogrifier to suck up the entire universe.
And then suck up the animator animating his universe.
And
What?
then suck up the animator's universe for good measure.
Wilee's got a cushy
Okay, well.
10-year job teaching that stuff. Impressive for an abject failure.
I think he's gonna
in life
win.
mission. He's helped stop a meteor from destroying Earth, beat the Monstars in basketball,
Yeah.
and even, whoa, snap!
He actually caught him.
Roadrunner! Oh, wait, never mind. So damn
Close.
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 According to 1977's Tweety and Sylvester issue 67, Wilee Coyote has attempted to catch the Roadrunner 4,776,800.
No!
Scaling to the present, that's over 10 million failures.
Wow.
That takes dedication.
Yes,
or
it does.
maybe self-destructive stubbornness. Too
Yeah.
blinded by bird lust to see the forest for the trees.
But Acme's intentional malfunctions and Coyote's recklessness don't account for
What?
all this catastrophe. Something
Fail.
else, something grander, otherworldly, standing in the way of our furry friend's salvation.
Wiz, there's no other way to say it. God is just plain out to get this guy.
Yeah.
And by God, we mean the closest thing that exists for Coyote and Roadrunner. Chuck Jones.
The guy that created him and helped forge
Bet you
the
hated
Looney
him.
Tunes into how we know him today.
Originally meant to be a parody of earlier chase cartoons like, well,
Tom and Jerry.
Jones established several rules for their animated shorts that superseded Coyote's reality warping toon abilities.
Rules that cover his obsession, faulty products, and the fact that no outside force, not even the Roadrunner, is to blame for his defeat. Just him.
While other creatives have altered this formula in the decades since Jones's departure, these rules have effectively made the Coyote's defeats cosmically ordained.
God nerfed Wile E. Coyote.
Oh.
In all our years making Death Battle, we have never seen a handicap like that.
But what else can you expect from our fanatical furry fail son? He's the Sultan of Slapstick, the CEO of Second Place, the swing and a miss superstar. As long as he picks himself back up and dusts off the ashes, that'll never be all, folks, for Wile E. Coyote.
Wow.
The year was 1939. War raged in Europe between the British armies and the German.
Oh, Tom.
As the beleaguered English made their miraculous escape from the German
Dunkirk.
encirclement off the coast of Dunkirk, one might have called the battle a game of cat and mouse.
Oh, wow, is that actually where their names come from?
No.
I'm looking this up.
Regardless of their names' origin, William Hanna and Joseph Barbera's infamous cat and mouse duo became the undisputed
British short hair?
kings of slapstick comedy.
The formula is simple, and we all know it. Tom Cat chases Jerry Mouse around the house.
11.
Brutal, bone-shaking, I felt that in my balls. Violence ensues. Reprimanded by Mammy Two
Yes!
Quiz,
I love Mammy Two Shoes.
Let's say very much from the 1940s.
And if you're
Yeah.
like me, all you wanted to see was Tom wipe that smug smirk off that little rat's face. Despite my well-documented hatred of cats, even I've got to cringe at years of propaganda to convince us to side with the filthy, flea-ridden rodent over man's second best friend.
Yes.
Oh, big yard.
House cats like Tom are actually some of Earth's most successful predators.
Yes,
they
they
can
are.
run up to 30 miles per hour, leap 6 feet high, and despite being commonly perceived as nocturnal, they're actually crepuscular and hunt in the dawn and evening.
Tom specifically is a British shorthair. They're strong,
Crepuscular.
stocky Roman cats bred to withstand harsh conditions. And for Tom, harsh conditions is an understatement.
Tom has collected a crazy assortment of weapons in his war against mousekind. Sure, most of it is the stuff you can find around the average American household, like baseball bats, lead pipes,
And guns! Lots and lots of guns. But he's got wackier things like a magic wand, a robo-cat, vanishing cream, and a smart cap that gives him all the knowledge in the world.
I'm partial to the sword, of light and dark, which severs you from your own shadow, or the rewind remote, which can move your victim backwards through time.
What?
Can't forget the cat car and cat jet, spelled with K's, of course, but just the cat part.
Tom's arsenal is heavily improvisational, which fits his quick thinking in fights over Thanksgiving turkey. Though he
Yeah,
often
that was
loses
a
his
war.
fight with Jerry, it's not usually because he's dumb or incompetent. Rather,
Oh,
he's
well,
just
overconfident.
genuinely outplayed.
And even in defeat, he's one tough son of a gun. He's been crushed, blown up, had every bone in his body broken, shattered, melted, and vaporized to dust, and survived.
Well, mostly. Tom actually has
That's-
kicked the bucket multiple
He has.
times. But little known cat fact, he has 9 lives, as
Eh.
established in the episode Heavenly Puss.
Wiz was
Wow.
conducting some different kind of research when he stumbled on that episode.
I think
Very
so.
funny. Even if Tom starts to use his lives up, he has a potion that just restores them.
Or he can physically
What?
go get them back from
What?
hell. Where all cats go.
Extremely hardcore for a toon, but there isn't much of a limit to what Tom can do. He can clone himself, levitate in the air,
Okay.
make his imagination real, and even break the fourth wall and enter the real world.
I'm calling it now. It's going to be a draw. There's no way either one can actually kill each other.
Yeah, if you only watch the classic cartoons from the 40s, you may be in for a shock. Tom and Jerry gets buck wild.
Yeah,
much like
seriously.
the
They-
actual
everywhere.
inspirations for their names. Thank you, Google.
Oh, you're still on this?
Dodoy Whiz. They were actually named after the two characters in Pierce Egan's delightful life in London, Jerry
Really?
Hawthorne and Corinthian Tom. It was adapted to the stage with the title Tom and Jerry, which later became a catch-all term in 1800s England for young, drunken rabble-rousers.
One could, in fact, say that many rabbles were roused the times Tom destroyed a planet-busting asteroid, lifted up the sun, and was blown up into a constellation. And he was just fine. Just a bunch of stars now, but he's okay.
He taked an explosion that launched him through
Lifted
time
the
to
sun.
Stone Age and has run through space at
What the hell?
massively faster than light speeds.
That shouldn't be a surprise when he and Jerry have been at each other's throats for over 80 years now.
Yeah.
But what may surprise you is the fact that at the end of the day, they're actually friends.
And they've worked together tons of times to save the day, like when they helped a little orphan girl, Robin Starling, find her way home. Oh, that's a nice end to their story.
Don't you believe
Believe
it?
it.
Now is when
Now I know that.
Tom and Jerry chase. Long ago, the
What?
warrior god, Lord of Sichuan, Erlong Shen, battled the tricksy and indomitable Mouse King atop Peach Mountain, leading the goddess Celeste to declare the two the strongest warriors in the realm.
Oh my god.
They were, in fact, Tom and Jerry.
Of course
they were even stronger than Devil Tom, who repelled corruption by the darkness. This mysterious, malevolent force threatened to consume the Tree of Life, whose branches encompass all of time and space. Banding together, these warriors used the star element to dispel the darkness and save the universe.
What the fuck?
While it may sound completely insane, it is. Chase is a Chinese mobile gacha game whose lore is not entirely in keeping with the spirit of the source material. However, it is officially licensed by Warner Entertainment,
wow.
which means we have to include it in our research.
So
I guess
that
so.
the gods may grant us mere mortals some heavenly punch.
No.
Friendly rivalry aside, though, Tom has actually managed to catch the little rat fair and square a few times.
By my count of the original shorts, 19 times.
Wow.
I could watch him on repeat forever.
Seriously.
But he's still a filthy feline. The only kitty I truly respect is named after booze.
Well then, you're in luck, because the Tom and Jerry of English literature later became the namesake for a famous Christmas cocktail.
Because there's no better way to get absolutely trashed than with good old Tom and Jerry.
I forgot Tom and Jerry's are actually a drink. I'm honestly thinking that this is going to be a draw, because I literally think this is going to be a draw, honestly, because like this seems like it's headed in that direction. Because again, there's no way either one can actually logically kill each other. So yeah, I think we're going to see another draw finally, but we'll see. Oh, wow. House mouse. Big perpetuous victimus. No. Aww. That's all he got. Meepus meepus. Canish schmuck. I love all these science nerd jokes. He was so close. Damn it. Oh, wow. How do you eat? Okay, there we go. Come on, it's gonna be a draw. Uh-oh, it's World War II. Wow, that's pretty good, actually.
You apes! You wanna live forever!
Are they gonna have him voiced by different people? What? The fat lady. Doink, doink. Yeah. Thought you were getting off. What? All 9? Also, don't you need all of them? Uh-oh. Yeah, sounds about right. Yeah, no shit, dumbass. He's... Yeah. Oh man, I never knew I wanted this. Wow. Damn, Tom is vicious. Wait, it shouldn't work on Tom. Should it? And some of this. Wait. What is that? They had to do the umbrella. Oh, there goes your life. And he's still alive. Yeah.
Wilee Coyote, super genius.
Okay. Fine. I hate it, but fine.
Oh, thank God. One
I
of
thought-
them actually died this time.
I thought it was a draw.
No! Animal cruelty, no!
Considering coyotes eat cats, I'm not surprised.
While both Cat and Coyote were incredibly powerful, they weren't literal gods who could snap their problems away. They had limitations and weaknesses that could be exploited, especially by each other. Let's first talk their stats.
Okay.
Both were strong enough to contend with universe-threatening phenomena, but comparing Wilee to Plucky Duck, Looney Tunes can not only destroy their own universe, but their animators as well.
Oh, that's
Tom could move
true.
faster than light, Wilee could keep up with the Roadrunner, who could outspeed a
Yeah.
car fast enough to travel through time. That's immeasurably fast, and much faster than Tom. Wilee gets the edge in stats.
Wilee's arsenal was a bit better too, believe it or not.
Yeah, what do you mean, believe it or not?
Devices that have been
Yeah,
shown
look at
to
that.
Function, he still countered everything Tom had.
The biggest
Okay.
being the Looney DNA Dissolver, which could render Tom's cartoony healing factor moot and end the fight.
While Tom has never been shown to have Looney DNA specifically, the concept clearly has nothing to do with actual DNA molecules.
Looney Tunes have been
Still, they bullshitted that whole thing because how did he lose all of his lives just by a house falling on him? I mean, come on. Tom has survived. The Thanksgiving dinner was a more deadly scenario than what we saw in there.
erased completely and still returned, so it's clearly
Okay.
something more fundamental to their essence.
And since the Dissolver works
Chicken
on
hands.
Looney Tunes, not just the Looney ones, it should apply to Tom. But considering how much of a screw-up Wilee is, it wasn't a sure bet. Hell, it could have backfired.
Yeah.
Especially considering how much more competent Tom is.
When it came to intelligence, Wilee's engineering and scheming genius were often defeated by his own ego and
But he's still
stubbornness.
smarter.
Tom, on the other hand, was consistently more flexible, pragmatic,
Really?
and victorious in his fights. He definitely gets the edge there.
All right.
And Tom has one other big advantage. He doesn't have God nerfing him.
And that's the big
Yeah, what the
question.
hell?
Was Tom capable enough to benefit from Wile's narrative enforced bad luck and see the DNA Dissolver backfire against him?
That bad luck is a core part of Wile's character as a cartoon. So let's call it his, toonliness.
To find the answer, we dug deep through the bowels of Looney Tunes lore and ended up in an unexpected place. Space Jam.
Where
Really?
Wilee again fails against the Roadrunner, but against the villains of the movie, the Monstars, he actually
Again in the sequel.
Oh, that's
But
right.
according to Chuck Jones's rules, that shouldn't happen, right?
Throughout his entire
He still
history,
suffered.
Wile's cosmically ordained failures only occur when he's specifically chasing the Roadrunner or other tunes the plot bends around.
Fair
like
enough.
those, because that's what Chuck Jones's rules were written for.
Hmm.
Coyote and Roadrunner cartoons.
And even then, looking closely, they've been broken a few times throughout the decades, even
Yeah.
during Chuck Jones's tenure.
Without the universe nerfing him, there's no reason to think Wilee couldn't eventually land a hit with the Looney DNA Dissolver.
Especially
Then that doesn't explain how he still loses against Bugs Bunny. He still can't catch Bugs Bunny either.
when the only reason it failed was because of the Roadrunner's intervention, a direct violation of Chuck Jones's limitations on the Coyote.
And especially when it's the only thing that either one had that could kill the other.
Despite lacking Wile's narrative impediments, and despite having a better track record overall, Tom ultimately had no surefire way to kill Wilee, whereas Wile's superior strength, speed, and looting arsenal ensured his victory.
Wilee gave one hell of a chase and left Tom Jones in for a rematch.
The winner is Wilee Coyote.
That was fun.
Time on Death
It
Battle.
was fun. Real? Oh, Miles versus Deku? Really? Interesting.
Subscribe and
Okay.
join as a member to see more Death Battle.
Okay, but no. Okay, I'm sorry. I feel like Miles won that fight. Miles won because at the end of the day, he is stronger than most of the people. Well, actually, I haven't seen everything past a certain season. I think he could beat All Might, can't he? I mean, if the guy can go up against the Hulk, and I know the Hulk can win against All Might, then there's no reason to say why. I mean, because like I said, Peter has gone up against the Hulk. He's never won, obviously, but he's given the Hulk a good fight. So I think he could win against Deku. But then again, I haven't seen too much, and I haven't seen the evolution. Has Deku become stronger than All Might? I don't know. I stopped watching the anime, and I really do need to get back into that. But anyway, yeah, it kind of does make a little bit of sense, except of the point that I brought out earlier is like, why couldn't Wile E. Coyote win against Bugs Bunny then? If the rules are only apply to just the Roadrunner, then why can't he catch Bugs Bunny either? It's a little bit of a narrative hole you backed yourselves into, unless I'm missing something. I still think Tom should have won, but because that was a bullshit scenario. I mean, again, why did all of his lives go away? That's That's bullshit. Like, that would never happen in a cartoon. So I kind of question that. I feel like Tom should win at least some of the time. It shouldn't be a clear victory between the two. But what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below, and please smash that like button if you want to see more sexy and nerdy content, and subscribe if you think I deserve it. And remember, it's time for my Patreon for all my latest reactions to all my latest videos. And I'll see you on the next episode.